When we think of strength, our minds often wander to bulging biceps or powerful legs that can run a marathon. We admire the muscles we can see, the ones that help us lift, carry, move through the world. But what if I told you that the greatest champion of strength in your body is one you've never seen? It's the unsung hero tucked away safely behind your ribs, working tirelessly without a single break. I'm talking, of course, about your heart. This remarkable organ, roughly the size of your own clenched fist, is without a doubt the most powerful and most important muscle you possess. Forget the gym-honed pecs, your heart is the true heavyweight champion of your body. Every single cell in your body, from the tip of your nose to the ends of your toes, relies on the heart to deliver the vital supplies it needs to function. It's the engine that drives everything. It's the ultimate multitasker, the silent partner in every single moment of your life. It's the best investment in your future you could possibly make, and it all starts with a little bit of knowledge. Imagine a pump so reliable it works for 80 years or more without ever needing to be switched off for maintenance. That's your heart. From the moment it begins to beat, around 4 weeks after conception, it is in constant motion. It doesn't get weekends off, it doesn't clock out for the night, it certainly doesn't take a holiday. This non-stop action is fundamental to our existence. With each and every beat, it propels oxygen and nutrient-rich blood throughout your entire body, a delivery service that never ever stops. When you are fast asleep, dreaming soundly, your heart is still pumping away, albeit a little more slowly, ensuring your brain and other organs have everything they need to rest and repair. In a single day, the average heart beats around 100,000 times. Over a typical lifetime, that number climbs to more than 2.5 billion beats. It pumps about 5 liters of blood every single minute. When you decide to go for a brisk walk or run for the bus, your heart seamlessly adjusts its speed and force, sometimes more than doubling its output. This ability to adapt instantly to your body's needs is a hallmark of its incredible design. It's a responsive, intelligent system. It truly is the engine room of your body, the silent, steadfast guardian of our health. To truly appreciate the heart, we need to understand the remarkable journey that blood takes through it. Think of your heart not just as a pump, but as a sophisticated 4-chambered station, a bit like London's King's Cross, with different platforms for arrivals and departures. It's divided into 2 sides, the right and the left, each with 2 chambers. The top chambers are called atria, which are like the waiting rooms, and the bottom ones are the ventricles, which are the powerful departure lounges. The journey begins on the right side of the heart. Deoxygenated blood, which is blue on anatomical charts, returns from its tour around the body and enters the right atrium. It's spent blood, having delivered its precious cargo of oxygen to your muscles and organs. From this waiting room, it passes through a one-way valve into the right ventricle below. With a powerful squeeze, it pumps this blood out to the pulmonary artery and on its way to the lungs. There, a magical exchange happens. The blood drops off its waste product, carbon dioxide, and picks up a fresh supply of life-giving oxygen. Now freshly oxygenated and bright red, the blood travels back to the heart, but this time it arrives on the left side, entering the left atrium. This is the VIP lounge for oxygen-rich blood. After a brief pause, it flows down through another valve into the body's most powerful pumping chamber, the left ventricle. The walls of the left ventricle are much thicker and stronger than those on the right because they have a much bigger job to do. While the right ventricle only needs to pump blood next door to the lungs, the left ventricle has to pump it to the entire rest of the body, from your brain all the way down to your feet. With one mighty coordinated contraction, the left ventricle sends this oxygenated blood surging into the aorta, the body's main superhighway artery. From there, it branches out into a vast network, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. This whole process takes less than a minute, a continuous, beautiful, and perfectly synchronized dance. So we've established that the heart is a muscle, but it's not the same as the skeletal muscles in your arms and legs. It's made of a unique type of tissue called cardiac muscle, and it has some truly extraordinary properties that set it apart. Perhaps the most amazing is its ability to generate its own electrical impulse. While your bicep needs a signal from your brain to contract, your heart has its own built-in pacemaker, a small cluster of cells called the sinoatrial node. This natural pacemaker fires off regular electrical signals. Those signals cause the heart to contract in a coordinated rhythm, which is what we feel as our heartbeat. This self-starting ability, known as automaticity, lets the heart keep beating even when temporarily disconnected from the brain's nerve supply, a crucial feature for procedures like heart transplants. Cardiac muscle cells are all interconnected in a branching network. That structure lets an electrical signal spread rapidly and evenly throughout the heart, ensuring all cells contract in one unified, powerful wave. It's not a series of individual contractions, it's one synchronized heave. That synchronization is crucial for pumping blood effectively. If cells contracted randomly, the heart would quiver uselessly, a condition called fibrillation. Unlike leg muscles that tire after a long run, cardiac muscle is almost completely resistant to fatigue. That's due to its dense supply of mitochondria and its constant rich blood supply. It's built for endurance, not short bursts of power. You can't consciously stop your heart from beating the way you can stop clenching your fist. It's an involuntary muscle controlled by the autonomic nervous system, its own electrical system, its interconnected structure, and its resistance to fatigue make the heart a true one-of-a-kind, a marvel of biology we're only beginning to fully understand. Even the strongest, most resilient hearts can sometimes run into trouble. Understanding the most common heart diseases and knowing the early warning signs can make all the difference. Let's start with coronary artery disease. This is when the blood vessels that supply your heart become narrowed or blocked, usually caused by a buildup of fatty deposits called plaque. When this happens, your heart muscle doesn't get enough oxygen-rich blood. The classic warning sign is chest pain or pressure, often described as a heavy or squeezing feeling, especially during activity, but it can also show up as discomfort in your neck, discomfort in your jaw, discomfort in your back, discomfort in your arms. Sometimes you might just feel unusually short of breath or overly tired. Next is heart failure. It doesn't mean the heart has stopped working. It means the heart isn't pumping as well as it should. Fluid can build up in your lungs. Fluid can build up in your legs. This leads to swelling, trouble breathing, persistent fatigue, more out of breath climbing stairs, needing more pillows to sleep comfortably. Arrhythmias are another common issue. Problems with the heart's rhythm, beating too fast, beating too slow, or an irregular pattern. You could feel a fluttering in your chest, skipped beats, a racing heartbeat. Some arrhythmias are harmless. Others can be serious and need treatment. Valvular disease. Valves don't open or close properly. This can cause fatigue, shortness of breath, swelling in the ankles and feet. So what should you watch out for? Chest pain or discomfort, shortness of breath, palpitations or unusual heartbeats, unexplained tiredness, swelling in your legs or ankles. If you notice any of these symptoms, don't ignore them. Most heart problems can be managed or treated, especially when caught early. If something feels off, talk to your doctor. You know your body best, and your heart deserves your attention. Being aware isn't about worrying. It's about empowering yourself to act early and keep your heart strong for years to come. Knowing how incredible your heart is, the next logical step is to think about how we can look after it. The good news is that keeping your heart healthy doesn't require a radical, miserable lifestyle. It's about making a series of small, sensible choices that, over time, add up to make a huge difference. Let's start with what you put on your plate. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, fish, chicken, and cut back on processed foods, excessive salt, which can raise blood pressure, and unhealthy saturated and trans fats found in many takeaways and baked goods. Cooking more meals at home is a simple way to take control of what you're eating. Next up is movement. Your heart is a muscle, and just like any other muscle, it benefits from exercise. You don't need to become a gym fanatic or run marathons. The goal is simply to get your heart rate up regularly. A brisk 30-minute walk 5 days a week is a fantastic start. Find something you enjoy: gardening, cycling with the family, or swimming. Regular physical activity helps strengthen the heart muscle, maintain a healthy weight, and lower your blood pressure and cholesterol levels. We also need to talk about stress. In our fast-paced modern world, chronic stress can put a real strain on your heart. It can raise your blood pressure and lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms like comfort eating or smoking. Finding healthy ways to manage stress is vital. Mindfulness or meditation, spending time in nature, enjoying a hobby, or simply making sure you connect with friends and family. And please, if you smoke, the single best thing you can do for your heart is to stop. The benefits begin almost immediately. Ultimately, caring for your heart is a lifelong commitment, but it's a rewarding one. It's about treating this incredible organ with the respect it deserves. The greatest thanks you can give to the real superhero in your chest. A link to a downloadable PDF heart health checklist is provided in the description below. Subscribe, tap the bell, and join our growing community of individuals who are concerned about their approach to health. Share this with someone you care about, because their body deserves to be understood too.